in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's go, D.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
Let's go, D. Tight 6. Pull it out. Watch the safety.
Here's Foles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Topper! Yellow! What's that? We're going.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You ain't going no. Leave it. Bring up 48. Crunch.
On play action, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A toss to Cook. nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 77 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 49 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
On second down, Cousins again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 79 yards. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go, stop.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From the 30 on second down, Foles nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Go!
Foles. The connecting here with DJ Shark. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Tackle made by Everson Griffin. From the 41, Foles nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, his second sack of the night. The Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
This is taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First down, here's Cousins, going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Cousins. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guy.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Everson Griffin bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Foles. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. The open man is Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Fournette. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a yard. Foles. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Fournette running right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 26 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2.
Yeah, go, let's go. What we got? Switch.
Foles will look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 58 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 2nd and 2, Foles. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Foles. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run. They're running.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Taking it right down Broadway. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.